HelloFresh takes the guesswork and the extra hassle out of planning and preparing delicious meals for dinner. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh gives you over 40 recipes to choose from each week. And then your farm-fresh, pre-portioned seasonal ingredients arrive at your doorstep with simple instructions to help you feel like the master chef of your kitchen. And did you know that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout? HelloFresh has been an awesome addition to our household's dinner routine. We all get involved and cook together, following the pictured step-by-step instructions. It's a fun quality time, and the meals are delicious. Give it a try and see for yourself. Go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, to get 50% off plus free shipping, go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome to the Having It All podcast, the show about what it takes to live an abundant, loving life. My name is Matthew Bivens, and each week I'm helping you get out of your head so that you can truly have it all. Let's do it. Hello, hello. Welcome to a special bonus episode of the Having It All podcast. My name is Matthew Bivens, and I am excited to be here to engage with you all in a conversation about having it all. And so, on this bonus episode, I want to do two things. First, I want to talk to you guys about the Trust Challenge. The Trust Challenge is back. It's the third round of it. It's launching on Monday, so I want to talk a little bit about that. And then I want to talk to you about beliefs, because your beliefs are impacting every single thing in your life. And I had a really cool interaction this past week that just shined a light for me again on how freaking important your beliefs are. So we're going to dig into that on this probably shorter episode than normal. So let's talk about Trust Challenge real quick. I love the Trust Challenge. It's so cool. This is the third time we're doing it, and if you have not heard me talk about it before, the Trust Challenge is all about you making deposits into your own trust account. This is about the trust that you have in yourself, your ability to count on yourself, specifically to keep your agreements. Because your life, if you look at your life, if you look at all the things that are going well in your life and the things that aren't going well, when you pinpoint some of those areas that are not going well, 9 times out of 10, there are agreements that you've made in those areas that you aren't keeping. So your ability to keep your agreements is what gets your life moving, gets things flowing forward, gets things humming along, gets you into alignment. And so when you are ineffective at keeping your agreements to yourself, agreements to other people, agreements to life in general, when you're not effective at that, your life just doesn't work well. So the Trust Challenge has been designed for you, with the rest of the Having It All community, for you to commit to making agreements and keeping agreements for yourself. So we're doing the third round of the Trust Challenge now. It kicks off on Monday, February 4th, and there's a couple things that are different. So I just want to go through those differences real quick, and then I'm going to move on to talking about beliefs. Some of the differences, the first big one is that I have picked the deposits you will be making for those 3 weeks. So when you sign up, you're going to get an email from me, and for 21 days, I'm letting you know what you do. This is what you do on day 1. This is what you do on day 2. This is what you do on day 3. So you don't even have to think about it. And that's pretty cool. You don't have to think. You don't have to pick a habit. You don't have to do any of that stuff. I've already outlined 21 days for you. And I think that's going to be a really cool experience for folks, especially if you're coming into this new and you've never participated before, or if you simply want to just trust and get involved in something that is designed to make you happier, healthier, and feel more aligned. So that's the first major difference. In the past, I opened it up so that you could choose what you wanted, and I made that public for everybody. But now I've picked the 3 things. And The second thing that's different is that this trust challenge is going to be fully automated, which means if you sign up today, tomorrow, Monday, next month, in 6 months, in 1 year, doesn't matter. You can sign up at any time and participate. I'm being a little bit smarter this time, and I'm using some technology so that you can get the emails depending on when you sign up, 21 days, boom. Last time, I was sending out those emails manually, and we were doing it as a group, so it was open for that period, whether it was 30 days or 5 weeks, and then at the end of that time, the Trust Challenge was closed, and you couldn't sign up again. But now, I really want you to be able to participate in this at any point in time. So that's going to be fantastic. So those are the two big differences. And again, if you haven't signed up, if you didn't do it the first 2 times around, check it out. It's amazing. It's amazing what happens when you show up for yourself. And one of the things that's really cool about this is that it's simple, but it's not easy. It's simple, like you're going to see the things that you're doing are simple, but you're also going to find that it's not easy because life is going to hit you. Stuff's going to happen throughout the day, throughout the week, that you're just going to want to brush this off. And that's what we do. We set goals, we make intentions, we set New Year's resolutions, and then when things are easy, we get it done. But as soon as life starts to throw some circumstances our way, and it becomes more of a challenge to actually do the thing we've committed to, well, now you're dealing with your emotions. And if you can't get over your emotions, at some point in time, your emotions are going to win. You're going to choose not to do it. And what happens is, if that becomes a pattern for you, if you end up making decisions based off of emotions, and that becomes a habit and a pattern, do it again and again and again, well, that's when things in your life stop working well. Emotions are great. I'm a very emotional person. But I also understand when I'm making big decisions, I don't want to come from an emotional place. HelloFresh takes the guesswork and the extra hassle out of planning and preparing delicious meals for dinner. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh gives you over 40 recipes to choose from each week. And then your farm-fresh, pre-portioned seasonal ingredients arrive at your doorstep with simple instructions to help you feel like the master chef of your kitchen. And did you know that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout? HelloFresh has been an awesome addition to our household's dinner routine. We all get involved and cook together, following the pictured step-by-step instructions. It's a fun quality time, and the meals are delicious. Give it a try and see for yourself. Go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, to get 50% off plus free shipping, go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And going through the Trust Challenge myself, I've gone through the past 2, and this is something that I was doing before I officially created this Trust Challenge. Doing that for myself helped me to see when I hit that wall. My wall looks like, okay, I'm going to be waking up at 5:30 a.m. Here we go. I'm going to do this thing. And my alarm goes off, and I'm like, I just don't feel like it. Okay, there, my emotion kicked in. Now what am I going to do? Because if I choose to do it, wow, I just won. Man, okay, that's great. I was able to show up despite my emotions. If I choose to hit snooze, my emotions won. And now, the next time that something comes up, something I've committed to, and it gets hard, what do you think is going to happen? You're probably going to make an emotional-based decision. So I've designed the Trust Challenge just to help you to show up no matter what. Because when you can count on yourself, the sky is truly the limit. When you know you can count on yourself no matter what the circumstances are, you can step into anything in life. Any challenge. You can step into any situation and be cool. Because you know that you got it. It's like, I got this. You can't touch me. You can't rock me off my foundation. I got this. That is a freaking amazing belief to have when you believe in yourself in that way. So MatthewBivens.com/trust. That's where you can go and sign up. You can also just go to the website. You'll see a little link up there. And I highly encourage you, join us. If you want to get flowing with the group as we all start together, that's great. There's a Facebook group you can join. You'll see everybody posting their deposits in there. But again, you can sign up whenever you want, and you can jump into that 21 days and just experience what it's like to feel supremely confident that you can show up for yourself no matter what. I guarantee as you start showing up more powerfully for yourself, you're going to start showing up more powerfully for the other people in your life, for your spouse, for your kids, for your loved ones, for your employees, and you're going to see those ripples spread out. It's truly, truly amazing. So come join us, come participate, MatthewBivens.com/trust. I love it. Now let's segue into the conversation about beliefs because it is so connected to what I was just talking about in the Trust Challenge. So I had this really cool Instagram message come in, and this came from Molly. Molly, what's up? I appreciate you kicking this off. This is really inspired by what you did. So Molly, I guess, was following this other account, and they posted and really kicked off a conversation about having it all. They posted this graphic, and in the graphic, there's this long paragraph which talks about why having it all is, I'll just read it. And it starts off like this. So, Molly, I get why you sent this to me. It says, having it all is a dumb, ugly term that degrades women and pushes people to drain themselves ever more completely in the hopes of projecting a certain image. It's not worthy of even a moment of your consideration. You will never have it all because no person does. And constant happiness and fulfillment is not even something we should be striving to anyway. Grief and disappointment and frustration and uncertainty are parts of life to be experienced and grow within, not things to be swept under the rug over and over until you have a nervous breakdown in line at Sweet Green. I don't know what Sweet Green is, but I'm assuming it's a grocery store, drugstore or something. But now you all probably understand why Molly tagged me in this, because that first line is a zinger. Having it all, quote unquote, it's in quotes, right? Having it all is a dumb, ugly term that degrades women and pushes people to drain themselves ever more completely in the hopes of projecting a certain image. So when I saw that, I was like, ooh, okay, this is going to be great. I want to see what this conversation is like. And so I jumped in there and just started scrolling through the comments, And it was just interesting to see how people agreed with it and where people disagreed with it. And so as I'm scrolling through these comments, there's thumbs up in here. There's people who are tagging their friends. There's people who are saying thanks for the reminder. There's people who are giving feedback on the word choice, like using the word dumb. And then there's people that didn't really agree with it. And after I read it, I actually ended up leaving my own comment. The thing that struck me the most about this, the thing that I've been chewing on ever since I saw this, is that every single person who posted on there was correct. They were all right. No matter what their position was, they were right. Because that was what they believed. They believed that having it all was a dumb phrase, a dangerous phrase, right? Or people believed that it's great to shoot for that. And no matter what they said, no matter if I agreed with them or not, it didn't even matter. Everyone was right. And it made me think of that Henry Ford quote that goes, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And so as I have been preparing for this Trust Challenge and I'm seeing a bunch of people sign up, and then I received this message, it just really made me think of the power and the impact of our beliefs. And what happens when we hold onto a belief and how that belief can influence us. Because we choose our beliefs. We choose our beliefs. It's like a lot of times beliefs are handed to us and then they can be repped over time. But if you're listening to this podcast right now, you have a level of self-awareness and free will. And so you can change a belief that you currently have. So if there's some belief that you hold in your life that is not serving you or not effective, and you still hold it, you're choosing that. So let's be real with that. You are choosing your beliefs. And so what's really fascinating is I want to open up in your mind an internal conversation about what are some of the consequences of the beliefs that you've chosen. The people on that Instagram post, the ones who said that having it all was dangerous or a dumb term, they're correct in their belief, and that's fine. Now, there are consequences to that. There are consequences to believing that, well, first of all, their context of having it all is very different from mine. It's very different from ours, the folks who listen to this podcast, because we don't deem having it all as anything external to us. Having it all is not about what you possess. It's not about the beautiful family. It's not about the thriving business. Having it all is about your internal state. It's about your abundance, your peace, your love. It's about experiencing yourself in a powerful way and then taking that experience and going out and pouring it on the rest of the world. You know, we have that acronym, ALL, A-L-L, Abundant Loving Life. And that's why I can go in here in this Instagram page and say, I absolutely believe you can have it all. Here's what that means to me. And so with that belief, I walk around believing I can have it all. I can experience an abundant, loving life. And therefore, some of the consequences of that are things show up in my life in a certain way. I was going through Instagram probably that same day, and I came across the page for Alexi Panos. She's a super cool woman. She's got a really empowering Instagram page. I think she's a speaker, probably an author, maybe a life coach. You know, does all that great stuff, and so she definitely has a lot of people listening to her and following her on Instagram. And if you haven't checked her out, I totally recommend it. Alexi Panos, P-A-N-O-S. And she had this video that I caught, and it was on the law of expectancy. The law of expectancy, which is simply put, you get what you expect. You get in life what you expect. So if you expect that money is going to be tight in your life, then it will. If you expect that, you know, men are cheaters and they always do you wrong, you're probably going to come across a bunch of men who are cheaters and do you wrong, right? If you expect that things are just going to go terribly with your business, that's probably what's going to happen. And on the flip side of that, if you expect that clients are going to come to you effortlessly, then they will. If you expect that people are there to support you and they're there to love you, then that's what happens. If you expect that you're strong and you're capable and you can persevere through circumstance, then you will. And what's really interesting is, you know, I was watching that video and it's a law of expectancy. And so I was curious. I'm like, what's the actual definition of an expectation? And I went to the dictionary, I went to Google or whatever, typed it in. And expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. So law of expectancy is about your beliefs. So if you believe money is tight, it is. If you believe people are out to get you, that's what's going to happen, right? And so you connect that back to this Instagram post. If you believe you can have it all, you can, and you will. But if you believe that, you know, your life is about suffering and is about pain and is about frustration and is about disillusionment, like if that's something that you believe is necessary for you to get to the space that you want to be, then get ready to experience those things. And that's it. Because no matter what it is that you believe, you're correct.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And so I would love for you to just take a moment to reflect on your beliefs. And because I know everybody here is desiring to shift things in their life in an empowering way, in a healthy way, I recommend you take a look at the areas of your life where things aren't flowing the way that you want them to. Right? So I talk about the 6 F's: faith, family, friends, fitness, finance, and fun. Go through those 6 F's. In my faith, where are things, are things going in the direction I want them to or not? You could even give yourself a rating, 1 to 10. Where am I at with my faith? 1 to 10. I actually have a tool for this. I created it to prepare you to build your word for the year, but it's a self-assessment. It's like a self-evaluation. You can go to MatthewBivens.com/tools and you'll see it there. And it lists off, I think maybe 9 different areas of your life for you to reflect on. And that would be a great thing to do right now. Reflect on those 9 different areas and see how your life is flowing or not flowing the way that you want. And if there's an area in your life where things are not flowing the way that you want them to, let's say money and your finances, explore your beliefs. What are your beliefs around money? What are you making true? Do you have a belief that you are irresponsible with money? If that's your belief, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be irresponsible with money. Do you have a belief that there's just not enough to go around? There's not enough for you? If that's what you believe, guess what? There's not going to be enough for you. So if there's an area in your life that just isn't working, go and examine the beliefs. Because it doesn't matter if you think you can or you think you can't. You are correct. If you believe in abundance or believe in scarcity, you are correct. If you believe people are here to love you versus people are here to hurt you, you are correct, no matter which one of those beliefs that you hold. That's the power of belief. That's also the danger of belief. Because if you don't take the time to really examine those beliefs and check them, and you just let them go, take off and do their thing, then you can create all sorts of things in your life that you don't really enjoy, all sorts of experiences that you wish weren't happening. And you may be frustrated about them. You may not know what's going on, but you can almost always tie them back to a fundamental belief that you have. A belief you have about yourself, a belief you have about other people, or a belief you have about life. So if you've been thinking about signing up for the Trust Challenge, I got to bring things all the way back around. If you've been thinking about signing up for that, but there's a part of you that believes you're not going to get it done, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to make it through the 21 days. If you believe it's going to be something that really pushes you to the limit and you don't think that you can make it through, that's what's going to happen. It's designed to challenge you. It's in the word. It's in the title, Trust Challenge. It's designed to push you. But if you don't believe that you can make it, you're not going to. And extend those beliefs to anything else. It's February right now. For any of you who actually made New Year's resolutions, where are you at with them? Maybe you made a New Year's resolution to shift up your fitness. And you were ready to go, and you got your new gear, and you got your gym membership, or you got your plan, you bought your membership to the thing online, and you're ready to rock and roll. But there's this little seed of a belief within you that says, you're just going to stop before February. That belief that might be in there that says, that you're not going to want to get up in the morning or stay up late to get it done. You got to be aware of those beliefs. And if you spot them, you got to do everything you can to minimize them and eliminate them. Because it doesn't matter what you think, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. Your beliefs, that's where it's at. That's where it starts. It's especially important to examine those beliefs that were handed to you, right? Beliefs about other cultures, beliefs about other races, beliefs about other sexes, beliefs about other religions, beliefs about blah, 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 blah. It's really fascinating how many beliefs are handed down to us from our parents, handed down to us from our family, handed down to us from our coaches and our teachers, and we just wear them on like our own. And we're like, yeah, this is our belief. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. And as a balanced lifestyle coach, it's incredible to see and really dig into people's beliefs and see how those beliefs are manifesting in their life. Like, if you tell me what you believe, or you tell me what you want to believe, I can give you a really great prediction of where your life is headed just based on your beliefs. You don't even need to tell me your beliefs. I just listen to your conversation. Just listen to the words that you choose. That gives such a great indication of where your life is headed. So, I felt so inspired to just jump on here and talk a little bit about beliefs because they matter. Your beliefs matter so much. And your belief as to whether you believe you can have it all or whether you believe you can't, guess what? You're right. You're right. So if you're sitting here thinking that you want to create an abundant, loving life, you want to have thriving relationships, you want to be financially peaceful, you want to feel healthy in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, examine any belief that's keeping you from experiencing that. And once you examine that belief, do everything you possibly can to minimize it and get rid of it. You don't want any of that stuff within you. Those beliefs, they're like cancer. They get in there and they just start to multiply. One little belief will impact so many different areas of your life, so many different areas of your self-esteem and your self-worth and your self-confidence. It just jacks up all sorts of things within you if you let them run rampant. But here we are having conversations like these so we can build some self-awareness. I've done a lot of episodes in the past few weeks where I end by talking about reflection. Like, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to reflect. So I would love, this is Saturday. I'm going to publish this. It's like 5 p.m. I'm going to publish this. Then I'm going to go out and go enjoy some family time. So between now and Monday, reflect. Reflect on those beliefs. Reflect on any belief that is telling you that you can't do something, that you aren't worthy of something, that you aren't lovable, that you aren't capable, that you aren't enough. Reflect, and if you spot any of those beliefs, let's get in there surgical. I love the movie Training Day. Denzel Washington's like, I'm surgical with this. You know the line. Like, get in there with a scalpel and let's get rid of those beliefs. Let's cut those things out. And let's just pour so much love in that area, no matter what it is. Let's put so much love in that area that you eliminate the possibility of that belief coming back. One way to do that, join the Trust Challenge. Join the Trust Challenge and get those beliefs where you're believing in yourself, kick those things into high gear, and for 21 days, just rep believing in yourself. I believe I can complete this. I believe I can do it. I believe in myself. I believe in my ability to keep my agreements. I believe I'm worthy of keeping my agreements. Life-changing. It can be life-changing. So, I'm complete. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this bonus episode of the Having It All podcast. I love it. I love when I get inspired by anything, quite frankly. So many things in life inspire me and get that energy rocking and rolling. And you know what's fascinating? I took about 9 different takes to get this thing rolling. Like, I started and stopped this episode about 9 different times to get going. And so it was fascinating because I had some beliefs bouncing around in my head that this was like the intro was hard, and so I love these opportunities for my own self-reflection when I'm talking here about beliefs and I get a chance to see myself in all of this stuff. Well, that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this podcast. It is such a self-serving podcast. I'll be honest. This podcast has been so self-serving in a lot of ways in that there are a lot of things that I'm working through in my life. There's a lot of areas where I'm like, you know what? I can raise my vibration in this area. And I try to bring it to the podcast whenever I can. Because I know if I'm working on it, somebody else out there is working on it too. And we can connect. And we can vibe with one another. We can support one another. Because I believe in abundance. I believe there's enough for all of us. So there's nothing I want to hold back. I want to give all that stuff out. So, this is a classic end of the episode rant for me. All right, I know it's complete when I'm doing this. Join the Trust Challenge. We kick off on Monday, but you can join at any point in time. Again, that's at MatthewBivens.com/trust. It's going to be freaking awesome. I'm super excited. Can't wait to see everybody in the Facebook group doing their thing, showing up for themselves. I love it. My name is Matthew Bivens. Here is to you continuing to believe that you can have it all. Peace. Quick note about the Having It All podcast. I am not a doctor nor a licensed therapist. I'm a guy with a story and a passion for conscious conversation. My thoughts, opinions, and beliefs are my own. So please consult with your doctor or healthcare provider regarding any questions or issues you have related to your personal, physical, or mental health.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.